Welcome to a very special episode of Adventures in Aperture, and it's special for two big reasons. First up, we're doing an unboxing video. Now, I don't tend to do many unboxing videos on this channel, but in this case I have to make an exception because, and this brings us on to the second special reason, we're looking at the new Ricoh GR4. Now, to my knowledge, this is the only, or one of the only, GR4s in the country right now, and we get to look at it first. So welcome to Adventures in Aperture. My name is Matty, and this is Adventures in Aperture, the place to be for those seeking a deeper dive into camera and lens reviews. Come along as we explore cool locations with gear new and old, all in the pursuit of enjoying photography. So, before we open this cool little box, let's take a step back and remind ourselves all about the Ricoh GR cameras and why they are such a big deal. Now, if you've never heard of these cameras' predecessors, the GR3 or the GR2, which I've got here, then you've been missing out because there's really nothing like these cameras on the market. I did a video on why I love this little beauty, the GR2, and you can watch it on the playlist later if you like. The GR cameras enjoy a cult following with street photographers who love the small, pocket-friendly size, but there's more to these cameras than just small dimensions. Despite the tiny size, they pack a big APS-C sensor, and when you pair this with a sharp fixed lens, you get great image quality. But to just pigeonhole the GR cameras as tools for street photography are selling them quite short, because they're also great for travel photography, landscapes, architecture, and even some portraiture work. As a reminder, the GR2 was launched back in 2015, and this was one of the few cameras I went out and purchased when I was editing a photography magazine and reviewing gear all the time. I just fell in love with the camera and had to have it. The successor, the GR3, was launched in September 2018, but we've had to wait a long 7 years for this, the GR4, to be born. So what have we got with the GR4? Well, let's get started with the unboxing and find out. Okay, here comes the fun part. Let's take it out its cellophane wrapper. Okay, let's open the box. We've got a little welcome to the world of GR card here. Let's put that to one side. And let's go for the camera first, actually. Comes in a very well protected little sleeve. This is nice and shiny and new. Very, very cool. Right, okay, let's put the box to one side. Oh no, in fact, what we've got in the box. So underneath the main sleeve, we've got some accessories. We've got, put this to one side. We've got a USB-C lead. We've got a wrist strap. I'll talk about this in a moment as well, because it's quite a thin, small strap, and I think you've got other options if you do want to start using a wrist strap with the camera. And of course, we've got a battery, and this is actually a new battery. One of the big complaints from the GR2 and the GR3 is that the battery life wasn't great, and of course it's never going to be great because it's a small camera, fits in your pocket, but you did tend to run out of battery quite quickly. And you know, it's good news that they've got a new battery which will hopefully bring more battery life to the camera. Again, it's USB-C, so even if this battery doesn't last that long, you can power it back up using a power bank that you can just, again, keep in your pocket. And I've got a power bank on the go, charging here for when I head out later and take some pictures. And again, look, that's a small combination. This will fit in one pocket, this will fit in another. What have we got in here? Ah, well, it's a little manual. Some light reading for later. Okay, I'll put that to one side. Okay, so let's put the battery in the camera. I don't think it'll be charged up because I've literally just opened this. And it's your typical GR camera. And it weighs more or less the same. This is 262 grams. The GR3 was 207 grams. But this is actually a little bit thinner, a tiny bit smaller, like very, very marginally. So it hasn't grown anymore. And that's a good thing. Look, GR, Ricoh, they're not going to change the DNA with these cameras. They really work. They have a brilliant cult following. And it's perfect for what it does. So why would you change it? Let's try and power it on. Oh, look at that. That's very, very cool. So the GR flashes up. Let's set the language to English. We don't want to sort of pair it with a phone just now, so we'll just cancel that out. Let's set the date. So we've got this ahead of embargo. Ricoh have lent me this camera, but they don't get any input in what I say about it. Okay, the battery is going to die, so I'll have to charge that up. But the first thing I notice about this camera compared to using the GR3 is that the screen looks a lot better. It's still touch sensitive, it's still fixed, so it's not a vari-angle screen, so that's not great. But then again, if you put a hinge on this camera, it's going to make it so much bigger. So I can see why they have stuck to a fixed screen. That won't be for everybody, but I do get it. And again, just the sort of ergonomics of this camera haven't changed. It's the same button setup, more or less. It's the same dial, it's the same shutter, the grip still feels the same. There's a button there to switch to movie modes or do some other adjustments. Now the lens coming out, the startup procedure seems a lot faster on this new camera, on the GR4. One thing that is different, on the GR2 and the GR3 you had a normal SD card. You slotted it in near the battery. This time it's a micro SD card, so they're saving space. Maybe that's made room for the bigger battery. All in all, you don't get that many accessories. Like I said, the wrist strap is small, it's thin, it's discreet, which, you know, I can see the sort of synergy with the design of the camera. But I can also see a lot of people going for third-party wristbands where they're, you know, a bit thicker, a bit more artisan, that sort of thing. Now, I want to take this camera out and take some images before I talk about it anymore. But that is the initial unboxing of the GR4. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's go out and take some pictures. So, what do I think of the GR4? Well, the truth is that this is more of a first impression video, and I'll publish more in-depth reports in the very near future. What I can say though, having taken the camera out and captured some images, is that the GR4 builds on all the things I loved about the GR3 and the GR2. The startup definitely feels faster. The autofocus seems quicker and it feels more accurate, especially the face detection feature. And the IBIS system works really well in my opinion. Having reviewed my test shots, the quality of the imagery is impressive. That APS-C sensor rocks, even if the resolution has only seen a marginal bump. Here's the reality though. I think if you love any of the previous GR cameras, you will love the GR4 even more. It's a different approach to photography that pushes users to seek out fleeting moments, to adapt and think quickly, and to shoot on the hop. That's why this camera is so great for street photography. The compact dimensions mean this is a camera that you can easily take out with you every single day. Just slip it into your pocket, into your jacket, into your bag, whatever. In terms of rivals, you've got the Fuji X100VI, which offers far more resolution, but is not a true pocket-friendly camera. It's a little bit too big for that. And the Sony RX-R3 is, well, very expensive, very, very expensive. Ricoh certainly has the jump on dimensions, and if you can live with that resolution, then this is a great option. One last thing, Ricoh has also announced that an HDF variant, that stands for High Diffusion Filter, will also be released, but that model won't likely come out until winter. Now over to you. What do you think of the GR4? Would you spend your own money on one? And what do you think of our unboxing format? Please comment if you would like to see more of these videos, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.